Recording happening right now on. Good. Alright, here I am. And right in front of this place. So let me tell you about the generation, about the situation. So why do I have so zero respect anybody? Why there is any respect? One of the things is, guys, I believe that there is nobody there. I believe everything is one in whole existence. In this universe and age, because nobody's isolated, everything is always causation for former. And because there is no such thing as a single individual which is something unaffected for attention, therefore your product, and therefore I believe that there was never a decision. You never made decision yourself to make it. It was the universe would make a decision ahead yourself. Do you see? So how can I respect anything what you ever achieved? Because everything you ever achieved was a result of the universe causation. It was a quantum mechanics decided, perhaps you saw the causation, your environmental, everything else, it caused. Therefore, there was never excuses, any reason to ever occupation. I don't believe you yourself, your motivational, and a random on the face. And that's the way, the reason where there is a no to pray, but really a kill and arrive. A rough time maybe, but that's the way how the things are. And if you say about this very nature of the error-case causation is that no single individual are therefore independent for the isolated for the system, and therefore they are always affected by those, and therefore what else I have to say about the racist society? I'm not planning anything when my own operation to be the most open-minded without ever having a single thing called a self-interest against keeping it. Okay, let's take me on the taste of this morning, giving a new things, and I'm gonna put in now the video craft because I have no chance to exactly make a video. Instead of tasting, the wonderful bananas. It's an everyday last couple of bananas come to eating. So what does it mean, occasion? Every day there has to be a huge variety of different kind of the food, and so say, well, and now you're gonna be yourself a disaster. That we don't have a tomato. That's not the food again. Wake up very early so you get very early consuming it as a food, and just going down the paper. One of the things which you're asking the paper, why do I recording is something if it's not okay? Here it is. Just wanted to take a selling part here. So what has become a curiosity? Are we talking about the black holes today? Are we talking about the astrophysics or sociology? Okay, I found out that this lady is a woman's exception Peggy do not make this money. I mean, it costs for everybody here, and only people who profiting is the telephone companies. Here it is, occasion extra, because I don't understand those texts what I have said here, but there is there's a way to find out something. Okay, what did I have it around this morning? Okay, when I went to the toilet, I saw an iPhone coming on and get the kind of the ideas. And unfortunately, I'm pretty much the blind of the most of them. One of the things here in this occasion is he told that I couldn't be myself and find about the enough. What was the reason? How the hell he was possible the case to find out that it was me? Did you know already, Payphone? Is it some picture? You saw my picture before here, before I come in ovation to walking on the street corridor, and you say he was carried. Something's coming on. Now I believe it does, and does indeed a trigger alarm. So it's like they have some kind of a porter, and this guy, of course, it's a man. What do you think about the 95%? It is always a man there who's coming to. If there is some troubles coming on, there's a man put the hand in the cave and take back of the place. And that what happened here. The same man confronted me. Alright, what do you think? There was only a couple of funny things occasion. What I believe it. He went. Did he say something? So it's like this interaction. What do you anymore remember? It has happened not so far away ago. So I believe that when I saw the first time the kind to come in the corridor, he's the face to me, and then I was having some 10 meter at different distance, and then I just quickly called the background I evade this guy. So what he would be saying, just looking for of the Atos mind the case. He has mission. Anyway, he had a job to do here, and after he want to show after he's doing the job very well. And what do you think about that? Even become questions about every sense. What I had to say is better any reason occasion I found out to the previous experience. The one thing interesting is again here it goes how the previous experience always affecting my current doing. Of course, the same would be say about this other guy. So here is when I don't definitely wanna. It's better to just get rid of any further questions I getting on some profile, what is already would be quite likely. Okay, so better just run away. So why not go straight after run? There's a second thing. So one thing is unknowledge, and the third thing is a profile motives. Because my profile motives is ensuring the maximum interest here. The also maximum interest is stay as long term and continue havoc and continuing the process of the searching and getting on. And unfortunately, I had to shortcut all of this. So the only thing in whole premises around this, the actual building and the surrounding and areas there. So I believe it. Then I have something problems because what this guy can do. Yes, other people see first. This is what was caused there. That's one of the interesting. I am not very sure about it, but it was on the triggering doors. It's like some tree ways which have a lot of taste. So when I'm talking about the switch board, there is always some warning killers, some computers. Okay, so it would be, and all the electronic systems are affected. Okay, so the central monitoring room. Alright, this monitoring room there is given these warnings, and he will be beginning investigating what the hell is going on. Something is out of it. Right? Alright, to say the magnification, watching. There's no otherwise. There's no cameras, microphones, or the systems which are able to be these are people education to have actual finding out. So he had to himself, and just went to in a food and like take a look around. Okay, and this guy just kept. I mean, when he walked like that, okay, so he did talk it, and the interesting about the corridor is just it would be a surprise. What he's just so far away right now, and then okay, so he just okay, so and what I was my opinion, right? So my point of view is okay. There's like a rooms. There is together 50 rooms, and now there are remaining 6 or 8 rooms. So he's only 10 meters away. Now is the time okay to take a lexication. It's always keep this 10 meter distance. It's always okay in 10 meter because in 10 meter distance you always able to accelerate away. 10 meters enough distance to accelerate full speed away. So he always keep this 10 meter. It's okay 20 meters unless he's a faster runner than me. He had to be a little bit faster. If you take it at 100 meter, if I would be already 10 meters ahead, okay, so if he would like a running, if your reaction time is something like a 1.3 second, so it would be 1.3 second and something like a 2 meters. When he's able already to be something like 8 meters away, then when I'm able to myself react like a running myself, he's just trying to catch me. The one thing is, okay, so how big man is, when it comes to close quarter fighting, if he's kind of fighting. You don't know about that, how his response is kind of like usually just to take it in hand. One of the things is that this kind of situation is very likely that such a person would be, because there is everything is proportional location threat. Something is wrong and something is odd, but anyway, it doesn't give any excuses to doing if he's not sure, and how he can be sure. That's one of the questions. Unless he knows some profile or identification are exactly just a killing them. There is no way that yourself you can be justify any kind of further action doing any kind of things. So you have yourself to definitely stay in your equivalence. You cannot just go in for everything because himself as okay, so there is nothing straightforward. I mean, if I never see myself in real life, okay, so you would also expect that nature too much. He and himself have seen about it. You have to be in the front of the camera as a long time, as lead as possible. So he shouldn't be know what you look like, or he doesn't should be know about the any behavior or basic, because you never expressed anything in front of his vision, unless per se a vision, unless there was a secret, a vision or something with his unable personality point of view detecting. Wonderful. We got all of these people that are coming around and flocking around here, and everything else. But that's the way the world just is. So, what has it to be doing about the frequency? Make a mathematical function about the distance as, and there is a lot of this. This is like a frequency of the A of the PSY, and the patient, then we an SCITN. Okay, we talk about this proportion. 90% of the population world likelihoods are the interest of what they all said to carry on this haven, because the nature and the continuity is apparently this. There are remaining 10%. Because of the nature collapse cases. So what we find out is that you never able to getting 100% in one type of the categories. You 100% this 100% this. You need a deviation, otherwise you have a big problems to coming out. You're gonna have an example at 100. The country would have 100 billion population, and 100 billion all of those are a computer IP addresses. They will be dying away quite quickly because they don't know how to example having surgeries. They don't know how to example driving cars. They don't know exactly how to cleaning, or they cannot do anything else to make it creating a computer programs. And it might be a problem this kind of a society exists in the first place. We doesn't have so-called the classes of the labor, or what with the divisions, a different type of specialization, or the different kind of the occupation, different kind of knowledge how to do the things. Anyway, so what does this lead for us? This is currently the lead into and here it is, occasion something 20 years ago already freaking in order, which is so hard to get in operations, is that it's impossible to avoid making mistakes, and it should be something like to be scared when those happen. The important thing here is able to minimize them, and when they happen, to getting over them. As I say, it's important thing always is just able to coping with anything comes up. It's always able to simple just getting over it as quick as possible, getting attention back to the other issues, and not let it too much letting in just the mind. Okay. And the final words here, you make some lists of the certain things 2 days, like how long to be able to be done, and what are these things indeed occasion. And there is quite a lot of things which need to be done, and you start to get from the big list is occasion. One of the things is thought about the occasion. I'm gonna get against Lucia, and I wanna give it a full backlash of the anger against everybody and everything who has ever. Well, let me tell you, there's a couple of words occasion quickly about this kind of relationship case. I see situation that such a person is gonna attack for person against attack of all issues. How the person is affected, all the information they receive current interest, and therefore are willing to get such occasion. So important here is the factual, the causation of the effect, and therefore to the motives, or the reprogrammed, pre-programmed interest, reprogrammed of call-oriented behavior. Second thing here it is what I believe it about the large shell of the minds of the interest are essential kind of things about how the things should have been done, out of the behavior, out of the perception. And here it is we give a shit about the case. What does it matter if somebody have a little else? I'm your exception, representing your exception. I'm the last person in the whole world who are coming after with the universals. I'm the last person myself who ever would like to come up as himself as to the chase. So we get everything here. Okay, so okay, it's gonna be, isn't it? I do not know home visits. Home visits. I mean, no matter how great the home really whatever would be. I mean, if the home would be really decent, and you can yourself think about it, that's the way how it's done. And it's indeed, in this case, it's not so bad. You ask about the place. And yes, what about the rate? I have been, or I have in a number now. And for about this place of the work there, quite a lot have worked there. That's quite interesting. Is so why there's so many people working out there? But this is certainly in the other programming to be said. And third thing, alright, so nice. I mean, it's just fine to